Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to TAHS High School. In today's contest, we welcome our visitors, the Patriots of Sioux Falls Lincoln High School, as they take on you, Titans! And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem, which today will be done by TAHS Choir Director Janice Gilbert. Proper respect is to remove all headwear, face flag, and put your right hand over your heart. Active duty military personnel and veterans not in uniform may salute the flag. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. The schools participating in this event are members of the South Dakota High School Activities Association. They have adopted the rules under which this game is conducted. A strong commitment to excellence, fair play, and sportsmanship are all vital to this event's success. Remember to cheer in a positive manner and be respectful of the officials' decisions. And those officials are Jose Fernando Buen Rostro, Ernesto Garcia, and Jose Hernandez. They are licensed by the State of South Dakota High School Activities Association, and they have worked hard to learn the rules and administer them at this event. And we request that you respect their honest efforts in officiating this contest. Now let's meet first our starters for our visitors, the Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots. The junior goalkeeper, number 1, Upland Sonicson. Junior defender, number 2, Grant Olson. Junior midfielder defender, number 3, Ben Jensen. Senior defender, number 4, Dylan Jennings. Senior midfielder, number 5, Adam Oden. Junior midfielder, number 8, Holden Hilmo. Senior midfielder, number 10, Isaac Herbold. Senior midfielder, number 11, Salmonsi David. Sophomore forward, number 12, Miles Rolfing. junior defender number 21, Charles Kruger. And a senior midfielder number 23, Brady Stamp. Assistant coaches for the Patriots are Braden Schultz and Trace Dobson. Head coach is Alex Nelson. Now let's meet the stars for your TA Titans. Junior goalkeeper number 1, Brax Johnson. Senior defender midfielder number 4, Ethan Dees. Junior midfielder and a forward number 6, Hudson Patrick. Junior midfielder forward number 8, Dylan McNally. Junior midfielder and a forward number 9, Lucas Samuel Whithouse. Senior forward midfielder number 10, Jules Bonza. Senior midfielder and a forward number 11, Jonathan Howe. Sophomore defender forward number 12, Nathan Hall. Junior defender midfielder number 14, Connor Case. Senior defender number 20, Riley Powell. And senior defender midfielder number 21, Kevin Reiner. Assistant coaches for the Titans are Sergio Banuelos and Ryan Gallagher. And your head coach, Zach Jurgens. It's time for some high school soccer.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a 4 p.m. last game of the season.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots come into this one 10-1-1. The Titans back at it after Tuesday night, 7-4-2 for the Titans. Your starters for the Titans: Johnson, DeGeest, Hadrick, McNally, Whitehouse, Sponza, Howe, Hall, Case, Powell, and Reiners for the banged up Titans, and for the defending state champions with 1 loss and 1 tie on the season, Sonicson, Olson, Jensen, Jennings, Odens, Hilmo, Herbolt, David, Rolfing, Kruger, and their goals leader, 15 goals on the season, Brady Stamp, with 2 games and 2 Rolfing brothers here. We saw 1 Rolfing brother Tuesday night, another one tonight, along with Andrew Griffin, our producer, my partner Chris Murray. I am Shad Hockey. Welcome in, Chris. You ready for some soccer doubleheader action?
Absolutely. It's a beautiful day and can't wait to get this rolling. It's going to be a great game. I think that the Titans are going to have their hands full with the number 1 team in the state, but I think these boys are up to the challenge.
Yeah, coaches seemed pretty confident. They said Titans would have won Tuesday. So if the Titans win that 1-0 loss to O'Gorman Tuesday, they are locked into the top 6. So with this one, a little bit left to be played. I've heard Sturgis is a big possibility on the road. That would be 10-seed Titans against a 7-seed Sturgis. But the coaches say they don't know yet. There's a lot of soccer to be played. If they win this one, they said they could move up all the way to 5th. So
well, and I think it's I think win or lose. I think the farthest they'll fall is potentially to 9th. But it's so hard to say with all the games going on in the state yet to be played and how the scoring system works. So we'll just have to wait and see. Titans just need to handle their side of things and worry about the rest later.
Yeah. So this is the last official regular season day, of high school soccer. So you have Friday, which is usually reserved for football. You have Saturday, which is going to be reserved. They set that aside for some makeup games. And talking to Coach Gallagher on the sidelines, he said there's still some makeup games to go.
Yeah, I would believe that with some of the weather that we've had, Mother Nature being bipolar and all.
Yeah, the Titans coached 13 years for Zach Jurgens, assisted by Ryan Gallagher, assisted for a couple of years by Sergio Banuelos. And what has Zach Jurgens done? Well, he's clearly the wins leader of all time, T-Area Titans soccer. Of course, it's only been around about 13 years. 4 state championships, state A championships, is Coach Jurgens. Lincoln is coached by Alex Nelson and assisted by Braden Schultz and Trace Dobson. More on Trace Dobson later, but Nelson, 7 years for Nelson, 2 state championships under his belt. So Trace Dobson. He is the boyfriend or friend of TRE volleyball coach Kari Hansen. So we talked a little bit about that as Kari Hansen's TRE volleyball Titans, saved by Brax Johnson, are on the road in Washington. Let's kill this wasp.
As long as it doesn't fall into my drink.
You didn't tell me that until after I whacked it.
Oh, I didn't see it coming with the clipboard.
There's you. We made a pretty good team there. You just simply moved out of the way, and that's
right.
where I go in. Here, back to soccer. Gavin Reiners. Watch this defender for the Titans, number 21. He is all over the place. Him and number 20, Raleigh Powell, really do a good job.
Yeah, he is fearless, and he is athletic, and he will play plenty aggressive.
Yep, and you see up front, number 10, Juve Bonza, top of your screen. That's the goals leader for the Titans. He's had a couple hat trick games this season. Really dynamic player, wants to play at the next level and will somewhere. Another standout for the Titans, if we had to talk about standouts, is Brax Johnson, goalkeeper. I talked with Coach Juergens last game. He is, if he's not the best goalkeeper we've seen in school history,
He's got to be up there.
right up there with maybe a Noah Friedel or.
Yeah. Now he's a junior, correct?
He's only a junior. Yep.
I wouldn't say only a junior, but it's like as long as you have somebody like that on the back end, you're going to be in practically every game because he just does not make mistakes, and he's going to keep you in an awful lot of games.
Yeah, that and then when you put in Powell and Reiners in front of him, it's a good trio back there for the Titans. For the Lincoln Patriots, like I mentioned, number 23 is their goals leader, 15 goals in 12 games. So dynamic goal scorer.
He was a heck of a player last year as a junior, so I'm sure he's just gotten better.
This is interesting. Just the 5th road game for the Patriots.
Really?
On the year. That's the least of any team in AA. So once the 4 is the least. Now they get up to the 5th, they'll tie a few teams, but not a lot of road games for the Patriots.
That's interesting.
They're averaging 4 goals a game. That is their average. They're giving up almost a half a goal. 0.6 goals is their average goals that they're giving up.
Well, kudos to their athletic director for putting together a schedule where you're at home that much, and especially coming off of a state championship.
Yeah.
And then only giving up 0.6 goals a game.
Yeah.
You're going to win a few.
And to their trainer, I talked with Coach Nelson. They're basically healthy, which this late in the season, if you'll see the next game, the TRE Lady Titans are banged up. These Titans here are banged up as well. And so, 6-1 at home, 4-0-1 on the road for these Lincoln Patriots. They started the season 3-1 win at home against Washington, a 3-2 win, and always fun Sioux Falls Christian Lincoln game. Those are always good games and intense. 10-0 over Sturgis, 6-0 over Spearfish, a tie at Brandon 1-1, a win at O'Gorman 4-0, which is a nice win. We saw O'Gorman Tuesday night. Nice looking team.
It makes you wonder what happened in Brandon where they had the tie if they had some injuries and stuff, because whenever you see that little mark on their schedule and when they've been just so dominant, it just makes you kind of wonder how that game played out. Yeah,
they come into this one riding a 5-game win streak. The win over Watertown 4-0, the 2-0 win over Aberdeen Central, more on that.
That's impressive too.
Yeah, 3-0 win against Harrisburg, 4-1 against Brookings, and 7-0 against Roosevelt. I told that to Coach Nelson, that I think the best team I told him I haven't seen his team play this year, but Aberdeen Central to me has been the best team I've seen play, and he said we always want to avoid them, and they're on the other side of the bracket for now.
So I was going to say at this point, but I don't see that changing a whole lot because I think they're both pretty well locked into their seeding spots.
This is a nice move here by the Patriots. Cross shot off the head of Reiners. Play on, ball still in the box. That is number 11. Salmansi David. Out of bounds throw in Titans.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting after today because after this, it's win or go home. So there's not. Yep. Yeah, there's going to be no more ties, and when your next loss is your last game. So
do you remember when the AA's would do that in the playoffs? You had to lose twice to be eliminated, and I thought it was the worst rule I've ever heard of.
Well, they had kind of that playback game or whatever, where you could play somebody in the other side of the bracket and stuff. I thought I never understood that and never liked that at all.
It allowed it allowed these Lincoln Patriots to win the championship led by Cliff Toole with like a 7-win season. And they just got hot in the playoffs. And
that was in soccer?
That was in basketball.
Oh, in basketball. Well,
Yeah.
it was like that when I was in school in basketball too. We played a really bad game, and the team on the other side lost intentionally so they didn't have to play us on the playback. so there was no playback. And then the team that won state that year was Beersford, and we beat them by 35.
Oh my goodness.
In Beersford.
Oh my goodness.
So that was my senior year, and so my senior year ended on a really down note.
Well, I remember, I think the Beersford team you're talking about, kind of a legendary.
Yeah, for sure.
I forget who the coach was. It'll come to me at some point, but yep, I know what you're talking about because Beersford hasn't really had a lot. See if they're going to call that. Yep, that's a foul.
I like the aggression, though, that the T-boys are playing with, and I like some of the balls that they're playing. They just need to maybe get some of the jitters out of them and get some of the energy out of them to take a little bit off of some of their passes. They're been weighted a little bit heavy, but they're doing the right things. Uh-oh.
Oh, my goodness. Brax Johnson just saves the goal. But I didn't know if he was going to dive for it or kick it. I thought he had a better chance of kicking it, but I worried he's going to kick it into the goal.
Yeah, that's a miscommunication that you rarely see from these boys. They've usually got it pretty well figured out.
Yeah, 7 shutouts for Lincoln in the 12 games this year. So, and it's a header right to Brax Johnson. He will make the save. The header, that was Brady Stamp, so that's their goals leader. Just missed one there.
Yeah, another kid that looks like he could put on some football pads and do some damage.
Yeah, that's right.
Man, that kid's put together.
Coach Nelson for the Patriots played at DWU, and I believe his assistants did as well. Braden Schultz and Trace Dobson, also DWU players. There's Gavin Reiners, the kickback. This is Ethan DeGeest. Good job controlling the ball there. And he's got Adam Odens on him. Patriots take control of the ball. A couple drops here. They're going to get it back to their defenders. 4 on the line back there. What are we seeing for the strategies here for the Titans and Patriots?
Well, I think both of them are in pretty standard formations. Both of them are kind of playing that 4-3-3. And the Patriots, though, are just all over the place. I mean, they're just smothering. And you don't see a lot of forwards falling that far back and playing defense in the mid.
Yeah.
So they're really covering some ground with their forwards and making life a little bit tough on the Titans in the midfield.
That's a good vision there. Good retina, Chris.
Yeah.
Rolfing is back for Lincoln, and we saw his brother playing for O'Gorman. Well, the reason is simple. Sioux Falls School District, you can't play 8th graders.
I thought, that makes
O'Gorman
sense.
you can, so that's why I'm sure his brother will join him next year.
I was
Boy,
gonna
what a
say,
combination
they
that's
must
going
have
to be.
open enrolled him. Well, not open enrolled, I guess. Just joined O'Gorman so he could play. That's crazy.
Yep.
Now, is his brother here? Is he a senior or is he a junior?
He's a sophomore.
He's only a sophomore,
Yep,
so that's going to be
number
really
12.
cool to see them play together for a couple years.
Yep, that will be fun.
Yeah, I saw his dad come rolling in here, and it looked like he brought a sub and something to drink, and he didn't bring any for me. So
Good job by Reiners to knock that one out of the back of the end zone. So it'll be corner kick. Patriots taking that corner kick. Number 11, Salmonsi David, a senior. We saw the Titan girls get stung by these corner kicks on Tuesday night. 2 goals for O'Gorman Knights and a 5-0 win.
yeah, this is just where you have to stay with your mark, and you have to know where your mark is and the ball is at all times, and that's a great play by Brax.
Brax to save it, knocks it off of the goalpost. That was, again, Brady Stamp, and then catch it again. So Stamp has had 2 near goals. You see why he's got 15 on the season.
That's a very physical play by Brady, and I think there probably would have been a call had he not caught it, and I think that there was some discussion with the center official about that. And
Okay.
he looked at him like, well, you caught the ball. You've got it. Just what more do you want? You know, it's like, you can take a free kick from your goal line, or you can walk out to the end of the 18 box and punt it like he did.
Sure. Good job by the referees there. Stamp plays it upfield. This is number 10, Isaac Hairbolts. We've got some Hairbolts in T.
They're just very, very patient too. They play the ball up, and then it feels like they just wait and just pause just a little bit for the rest of the team to catch up, and for runners to be able to get themselves in a position to make a run.
Yeah, they give me Aberdeen Central Golden Eagle vibes. And that was a goal. Wow. That is Stamp, his 16th on the year. He missed twice, and that one didn't have much room. I thought for a second he missed it wide right. Nope, it just snuck inside.
That is
Rex Johnson.
I mean, you if he meant to do that, if he meant to play it at that tight, that is pretty impressive.
Wow.
That is not easy to do, especially when your body's turned and you're just kind of one touching it and volleying it in the corner like that.
Yeah, tough angle as we see Holden Delmonico, senior for T, coming in, and then line change for Lincoln. Hudson Holman is in. Jake Burchett is in. Number 19, Asali Sadi is in. And did we miss 13? Owen Duffy. So Lincoln gets the lead about 15 minutes in. No, not even that. A little over 11 minutes into this one, and they're going to change out. It is a hot afternoon here.
Yeah, it is. It's hard to believe it's already October, but and Griff and I were talking about we've sat through games when we're sitting here in stocking hats and gloves and parkas and sweatpants and whatever, and still freezing, and here we are complaining because it's near 90.
In the words of Ryan Gallagher, Titans assistant, before I came up here to the booth, he said, "Is summer ever going to leave? Are we ever going to get fall?"
Yeah, well, we got to be careful what we wish for, because I'd rather be hot than cold.
Not me.
Really?
Yeah, I love the winter. I love the cold and the snow. I love the fall.
Griff, we might want to get him checked out.
Here's another ball going to be played up.
Oh, boy.
This is number 17.
Really tough.
Just misses it wide right, out of bounds.
But just technically, and I feel like these boys play like they've played together all their lives or something. I mean, they're just all really dialed in and on the same page. But I guess that's how you get to be the number one team in the state.
Number one team in the state, and I was surprised to hear he's only won 2 in 7 years, because Lincoln's always seems like they're in. I think in the history, since before even soccer was sanctioned, they have over 20. I know they have a lot. So this is a program. This is a factory. They also have got their football team going consistently under a great man, Jared Fredenberg. Their head coach has done great things for them over there.
Yeah, between their track and their football, and apparently now their soccer.
Band?
Yeah, band. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, they are kind of the band capital of South Dakota.
Yes.
You can tune into the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parades or whatever, and Rose Bowl parades or whatever, and see them marching almost every year, which is really cool.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Great representation. What a
It's
nice
a
ball.
Great ball.
Bonza, nowhere to go. Wow. He had one stolen from him by Sonicson, the junior keeper for the Pats.
I think he needed to maybe try to see if he could have done that on the first touch. That extra touch, I think, just gave him enough opportunity to readjust and to close, and that's really good reflexes.
Nice takeaway by...
And there's a goal by...
Wow!
That's a rocket.
Hudson Hadrick for the Titans.
Nobody saw that coming, especially the keeper.
Nobody in the world. He took it away, turned, and shot it. It's 1-1.
That's crazy. That is... I'll let Tom tell you who scored that goal, but that's something that you just don't see. And like I said, that just shows how good a player he is and how special he is. Man. Not to mention the power in his foot, but just to recognize that the keeper was maybe a little bit out and might not have been ready for it, and he just put one on it. That thing was a rocket.
Hit your rewind button a couple times on that one. Good grief.
Yeah, his dad will be sending me that highlight later tonight.
And that's kind of like we said for the Patriot fans. Coach Juergens, I was talking to him right near where he shot that from, and I said, "This is his spot, isn't it?" And he said, "This is his home."
Yep.
He does it again from 20+. Hudson Hadrick is going to breathe some life.
I think that the school at some point we should just put 2 H's out on that spot for his initials.
And
that's his house.
Wow, that was impressive. That's gonna go up as some of his other impressive ones this year.
I don't know what news crew is on the other side over there, but you might want to tune in to the local news tonight because I'm guessing you're going to see a really, really good view of that that goal.
Good call on the and the Stamp goal as well.
Yeah,
They're a
for
little
sure.
further away, but this one it was right in front of him.
I'm
So
trying to figure out which one's more impressive because they're both
Yeah.
just. I feel like we're getting Sports Center top 10s already, and we're only 15 minutes into the game.
No, you're right. You're exactly right. And good for the news. You know how many games I've sat here and baseball games and nothing has happened, and they've sat here for 2 hours, and for a little 5-second clip. Well, time well spent here. If he takes it
sure.
and goes home, he's got two good shots.
I was just going to say he could probably just take the rest of the night off, and all he got to do is report the final score. At this point, he's got enough highlights to definitely do a little clip on the news.
Good to see the news out here covering high school soccer. Always good to
for sure
give these guys some attention, much needed attention.
Well, and I think the Sioux Falls schools get quite a bit of it, and I think Harrisburg probably gets quite a bit of it. I just don't know how much they get out to T into Brandon and Garrettson or West Central and things like that. So it's always good to see them get out of the city limits to come out and get these kids on the news.
At halftime of this boys' game, I'm not going to promise this, but we're going to try to get up starting goalkeeper. I just spent some time with her today, Youngstrom, and the other keeper that's out for the year. For Pete's sake, Lainey Haynes. I ran into her in the hall today, and man, I'll tell you what, she told me what it happened to her again. And for that to happen to her and her to miss this soccer season, her wrestling season in which she took 5th in state last year, and track, she had the best attitude and just told me, well, there's nothing I can do about it now, shining the big smile that she always does. And so I thought, man, we got to talk to her too.
Well, I just feel like those two just kind of embody what this team, this girls' team and stuff is about and kind of what they should be about, being supportive. Oh, there's another shot.
Wow. Was that Hull?
Yeah, I think so. That thing was a rocket too.
That was
lucky he got a hand on that.
No, you're exactly right. I'm sure Coach Anderson, I think he'll be out here later tonight, would agree with you on that. You can have him for the boys' halftime if he's out for that.
Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to probably bribe him with a hot dog or some popcorn or something. Who knows?
He told me he was coming. But that's a great point. They embody what it's like. And the thing I get about Youngstrom is she just appreciates being out here and being on a team.
But that's the beauty of it. And, she's being asked to do something that, number one, is not easy. She's embraced it, even though it's probably terrifying.
Yeah.
And she's just owned it, and she's learning from her mistakes and getting better and better and better every week. And I'm telling you what, she's kept the scores down and kept them in games, pretty much single-handedly at times. And like I said, that to me, you can just tell that she cares.
Yep.
And that's why, like I said, that's kind of one of my bucket list things. I got to meet that kid.
Yeah.
And I think Lainey Haynes, too, with her attitude on the sideline after being knocked out in a sport that she's never played before.
Yep.
And being a leader on the sideline, being at every game, cheering her team on, not able to contribute, but is contributing anyway.
Yep.
As a off the field leader, which I think is fantastic.
Yeah, I think you're going to like both of them. I'll save what I talked to a parent on Wednesday after the game. I'll save what he said about Youngstrom, but it echoes a lot of what we've set up here, and so I'll save that for the girls' game. But that'll be fun.
Yeah.
1-1. The Titans have the tent up, the shade, and the Patriots do not. So they're sitting out in the hot sun, and it does make a difference. I'll tell you what, it is. It is hot out there.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's got to be in the upper 80s, isn't it?
Yeah.
Out on that turf, it's got to be pushing close to 100.
Yep.
That's crazy for October.
With the 4 goals they averaged, Lincoln is second in AA boys. Do you know who first is? And when I tell you, you're going to know.
So Lincoln is second in
that's
goals?
A nice ball.
That's a really good ball. Great play by Brax.
They are, because I don't know. I'm trying to think of a nice way to say this. Because the first team has a lot of teams they get to rough up on due to their location. There's your hint.
Okay. I'm guessing that's probably going to be a Rapid City school, or maybe Sturgis or somebody out west. Yeah.
Stevens averages nearly 6 goals a game.
Yeah,
and you look, and they're playing the Custers and the Douglases. And,
Right.
No offense, they're
for
beating
sure.
everybody they play. They're undefeated.
Well, I tell people you can only play and beat the teams that are on your schedule. You don't get to compare yourself to others. But yeah, it's traditionally the teams out west have probably not had the level of competition that we have here, and that's kind of good news, bad news, I guess. You can pad your stats and have a nice record, but then when it comes time for the playoffs, and you got to come east or you got to play a team from the east, that's when you're going to find out.
Rapid City's boys and girls programs combined this year, 24-1-2.
Wow.
So it's not just the boys that are doing. The boys aren't undefeated. They're 12-1-1. But at the end of the day, honestly, talking to this Lincoln staff, very nice group of guys. It was a fun little chat with them. I'm putting my money on Lincoln. We'll do a little state preview since the Titans are going to go to the playoffs. We just don't know where. We don't know if they're hosting. We don't know if they're traveling far away or nearby. And
that's going to be the tough thing is, like I said, this last group of games and some of the weather delay makeup games are going to maybe have an impact on the seeding when 16 out of 20 make the playoffs, I believe.
Yep.
So that can shuffle things around. It might not shuffle it around for Lincoln, and getting back to the coaches, you mentioned that they're good guys. It's easy to be good guys when you win a lot. It's like, you're the number one team. You won last year. You're going to probably be the favorite to win it this year. And that's, at this point, I'm probably going to pick them in our little exercise of who's going to do what in the playoffs. But
now the Titans scoring 2 per game, giving up 1.4. Keep this in mind. If the Titans do play Sturgis is 1-4 against teams that are above 500. Just 1-4 against winning programs. So I think that would be, if the Titans do have to travel, do have to be an underdog, I think they would favor the Sturgis matchup. I asked the coach about that, Coach Juergens. He didn't say either way, so he's not.
I talked to him a little bit about that before the game too, and I think it's more the travel, getting to Sturgis and not necessarily who they're playing.
Yeah.
And I just think that, from the east side of the state here, nobody really wants to make that trip because it's about as far as you can go except for spearfish.
And for me, it's when they come here, they gain an hour going back. We lose an hour. So,
Right.
So when they come here for football, they're getting home 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the morning. We're getting home 3 or 4 in the morning.
Well, the crazy thing about that too is it's probably going to be a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, let's go out to, let's get up in the morning and drive to Sturgis and play a game in the heat, and then get home at 1 o'clock in the morning and then go to school the next day. Oh, good ball. Oh, called a foul.
Okay. 1-1 halfway through the first.
I like the fight I'm seeing in the boys here with the Titans. And,
Absolutely.
And the talent level on Lincoln is quite impressive. I think maybe they thought we were just going to lay down for them. I don't know. I don't see that happening. These boys aren't wired. That's a great ball.
The ball to hold Delmonico.
Another great ball.
He's a great passer, Delmonico. He's good in tight spaces.
I don't even know how he saw that. That's beautiful. That's at that speed and that pace. There's Reiners making his presence felt.
Stamp had played it up to number 10, Isaac Hairbolt, and Reiners canceled that real quick.
Yeah, not on my watch, he said.
The difference makers, about 12 minutes in, was Stamp. That's who's got the ball.
That's trouble
right now. And Johnson was leaning the other way.
Deflection. Well, it was deflected.
Okay.
And that's the toughest part of that is I think Brax was on it, and then when it deflected really quickly, he couldn't recover from the deflection. And I don't know. Brady Stamp loves that corner of the goal. That's
yes,
two of
he
them
sure
that
does.
have been
as we see the
banged into that corner.
Titan bus getting ready maybe for, I don't know what they're getting back from cross country. I know football is in
trip.
Yankton.
I don't know why they'd need the trailer for cross country, but I think it would be a band trip of some sort.
Band's heading out tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Oh, band is going somewhere in the morning? Okay.
That's one of the 2 specialized Titan buses that they got last year, and boy, those were long needed. No, I just looked and I saw Johnson leaning to his right, and then I saw him try to come back to the left. And hey, Brax, if you think that's difficult in high school, wait till you're 50 years old to try to.
I was just going to say, I have no shot at that.
Might
I
have
probably
stopped.
would have pulled something. I would have needed a trainer.
Bonza and Odins ran into each other. Referee having little words, cooling it down. Didn't stop the clock, though. Lincoln ball. They were both going for the ball and had a collision.
Yep. I don't feel like it's getting chippy. I think they're just both playing aggressive, and they're both putting forth the effort. So hopefully it doesn't get to the point where it gets chippy, because you definitely don't want to be getting people hurt this late in the season.
Yeah. So just around 19-minute mark, Stamp gets his 17th goal of the year.
Oh, that's a great job.
I just got the joke where you said HH, his house,
Yeah.
but it's also his
Well,
initials.
yeah, I was going to say it's Hudson Hadrick, and it's his house. Yeah.
Oh, you're going to have to spell
See,
those
I'm
things
telling
out
you.
for me in the future.
I'm sorry, man.
No, that's my fault. Yeah, the Titans.
Or it could even be HUD's house. I don't care.
Titans would love to get this win. It would be a great win. Lincoln #1 in power points, 10-1-1. Titans, as they enter this one, they fell down 3 from Tuesday, 7-4-2, 10th in power points. O'Gorman and Sioux Falls Christian are tied at 8, and I think their seasons are both done, but I think O'Gorman might get the tiebreaker there.
Well, the results could potentially change that depending on who they won and lost against. So these games today and the makeup games could have an impact on untying that tie.
And O'Gorman beat Sioux Falls Christian 3-1, so I'm hoping that's the tiebreaker. That would only make sense. And boy, do these Patriots play it into that zone a lot, into that box.
Yeah, they do. And like I said, they just are always in the right place at the right time. I think that the T-Boys, I agree that they would obviously love to win this game, but I think the bigger thing for them is just to show that they can play with them. That they don't need, even if they would tie them 2-2 or something like that. Going into the playoffs, knowing that they're very, very, very close. A little foul called on Reiners on that one.
Yeah, it was. I was watching that play out because the Lincoln player was trying not to touch it with his hands, and it looked like Lincoln was going to steal it back and go in for a shot on goal, but they didn't. So this is essentially a corner kick.
Yeah,
for
it
Lincoln,
is.
even
It's
a little
gonna
closer.
chip it into the middle. Yep.
Looking for Stamp. There
Oh,
he is,
boy.
and he just airmails it, grabs his forehead. He said, "There went my Hattie."
Yeah, he would like to have that one back. I know I say that about every game. but
No, it's true.
That's the first one that somebody would like to have back. The
Number
other one was Juve's little volley play down here. I think he'd like to have that one back.
Yeah,
But
I agree. Stamp for Stamp. This is Tate Stamp, a sophomore. Wonder if they're related. Post office questions here. The Stamp brothers. Here's Bonza.
if they have a bunch of kids, do the parents have a stamp collection? Is that what you're saying?
That's great. That's two. That's two now with the HH and then the Stamp collection. Wow. We saw Hairbolt take it away. He's going up 1-on-2. Hadson comes up, gives him a push. Reiners on Hairbolt. Hairbolt, great save.
Great save.
Brax Johnson.
And if you've never done what he just did, you have no idea how hard that is.
The fear, the bravery that takes.
Yeah, the fearlessness, and it's not a graceful fall. It's just all out doing everything that you possibly can to get something in front of that ball. And I'm sure he's probably sore every morning after a game, but that's the kind of plays that'll really make you sore.
So Monty David, they just kicked that in. Why? I've seen that happen before. Don't you want to send that in, more times than not, or does Lincoln have a play on that?
Yeah, they probably have a play on that, and a lot of times when you play it short like that, they have something that they think that it's going to pull the defense out, and then you just kind of chip it over the top, and somebody's making a run on the back. But the play that once they passed it to number 5 there, the play that he made, I don't think is what he was trying to do. But
okay.
I think because he hit kind of a slow roller into the middle. But it's kind of meant to catch you off guard a little bit and not do the same thing over and over again.
Right.
That just shows good coaching.
Sure. Luca Whitehouse will check into the game. Nathan Hull will check back in. Whitehouse, the German foreign exchange student. I went down and just I wanted a clarification of his name, and I apologize for not asking him before. And I said, is anybody watching over in Germany? And he said, no, the time. He said 4 o'clock here. I think it's the middle of the night over there right now.
Yeah, but they got YouTube, man. They can.
That's what I told him.
They can watch anytime they want.
That's what I told him. He'll check in. Also, 3 and 9, Jensen and Hudson Holman, junior, for the Patriots. Number 3, Ben Jensen started.
Number 9, Lucas Samuel Whittahoff. And number 12, Nathan Hall.
So do we have the girls team down there, Chris? Can you see them at all?
I don't see anybody sitting down here.
Pink shirts, or what are the green
Yeah,
shirts?
they have their pink. They have pink shirts, but I don't see them sitting down here. They might be sitting someplace in the shade somewhere.
Let me go try to find those girls so we can get them up here for halftime.
Sure.
So you're gonna have to man the ship here.
Yeah, I got Griff.
Okay, I'll be back.
Little physical in the midfield there. Hudson's fighting for the ball. Staying on it. Oh, here they come. They just keep coming. Wow, that's a really good job of staying on side. And a very, very good cross, and nobody was home.
Goal kick, Titans.
Very competitive game here so far. We're about a little under 13 minutes left in the first half. Patriots 2, Titans 1. It's been a very, very evenly played game, and a lot of great effort on both sides and some really great plays on both sides to get goals on the board. Griff, is it just me, or did it get really quiet in here when Shad left? I don't know. This is one of the hottest Octobers I can recall, or one of the hottest late season high school soccer games I can recall. I'm not complaining, though, unlike Shad, who likes winter. Throw in controlled by the Titans for a moment. And now here come the Patriots again. He's got a trailer up and just plays it off of him. It's just good defense. Cleared by Reiners. Oh, there's a collision. Makes that an easy call. Gavin Reiners with the free kick from the top of the box. Good battle for the ball and played out. When in doubt, kick it out. Patriots are going to be subbing a few more guys in here. Through ball, nobody's home. Rolfing's giving chase. He's fast. Holy cow, he got there. That's an incredible play. And he off the post. Wow, that's an amazing individual effort. I think his speed kind of surprised the defense there for a moment.
Patriot substitution number 15, Trey.
Oh, thanks, Griff. Filling in for me. I went downstairs. Of course, the heat. The girls' team is all in the air-conditioned concession stand.
That's wise.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Emma Watson asked me if I had any inspiring words, and I said I do. Win, and then just find feet.
Yeah, well, I would just say play hard and have fun.
That's right. It'll be her last.
Yep. Enjoy every second of your last high school game.
How?
Unfortunately.
Check in.
Yeah, unfortunately, it'll be her last high school game. Great job by HUD.
We'll be joined at halftime by the girls' starting goalkeeper, Miss Youngstrom. Lainey Haynes, we don't know if she's here yet. If she is, Youngstrom will bring her along. But Youngstrom is going to clear it with Coach Sumich. So I'm sure he'll say yes.
It's a good ball. And another good ball. Nobody home on the backside.
2-1
I don't know if
Patriots.
when you were walking back up here, did you see the individual play that Rolfing made here at the end?
I didn't. I heard a lot
my
of yelling.
goodness. That was a fantastic individual effort.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they are quite skilled. I guess Tasha Weber, our own Tasha Weber, athletic director, secretary, or what you'll call her. Her husband used to work with Rex Rolfing, so they know the Rolfing family really well. She's the one that told me that the brother. I hadn't looked at the roster yet.
Yeah,
so.
I saw, I just heard when Tom announced him. I'm like, wait a minute, because I thought I saw his mom walk in, and I thought, well, maybe that's not her. I don't know why she'd be here.
Scouting.
Yeah, well, maybe you never know.
No, Nelson tells me, he says every year there's an 8th grader or two that we'd love to bring up, but can't do it per Sioux Falls rules. Whoa!
Oh boy! Oh, off the post. No way.
Of the left post, that would have been a 52-yarder from Hedrick.
That would have been an absolute. That would have been a game changer potentially right there.
Wonder if that will make the
That's
news.
very unlucky.
That's pretty crazy.
I would hope so. I mean, that's an exciting play from distance.
Yeah.
Geez, that would have been a brace. That would have been a brace for HUD. I don't know if you knew that. That's what they call it when you have 2 goals in a game, is a brace.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep, and 3 goals is the hat trick, which you mentioned, but
Yeah.
not sure everybody at home knew what a hat trick meant, but unless you're a hockey fan.
I think maybe, I remember Ryan Delmonico maybe getting 4 in a game before.
Yeah, I call that the sombrero. I mean, that's like the big hat.
And I think Noah Friedel did it a couple times. I think
A really good ball.
up the sidelines. Patriots are going to bring up the sidelines. Pulls back.
See, that's
still
what
in
I'm talking
control.
about, where they just kind of slow down a little bit and allow some people to catch up and then kind of keep going. But that's good defense. And
Hairbolt taken away by the Geest, and then Hairbolt trips the Geest. Titan ball. Going the other direction. Under 10 minutes, 6.5 until halftime.
well, the other night the wind was a factor.
Yeah.
And now I think it's going to be the bugs again, because I can hardly see out of this window with all the bugs that are in here. I've killed about 1,000 of them. And
So,
what do they call those? Those no-see-ums or
those-
no-see-ums or whatever
I
they
don't
are?
know.
There's little black bugs that just bite you, and you don't even know they're there until they bite you.
I don't like the beetles because when they're a pain in the butt, and then when you kill them, they just scent.
Yeah, that's just nasty.
And we had a wasp in here exploring.
Good
Look at
physical
Jonathan
play.
Howe,
Good
and then
physical play.
Bonza was going to take a shot at it, and out of bounds. The Titans will throw in. Pretty spirited crowd. I don't know. Maybe it's always like that down there. But when I was walking back and forth, Lincoln's got a good crowd, and they're
Yep.
into it, and so are the Titans.
I think Lincoln always travels well, and the other part of it is what Griff and I were talking about before earlier. Is normally a lot of times they'll sit on the other side and the bleachers across the way, and this time they're all sitting on this side, so that's probably why we can hear them a little more.
And athletic director Clayberg said he did send out a note telling them to sit over there, and so he was. But this is a shade, so
I was just going to say, I think health concerns of sweating and
yep. Sioux Falls Lincoln's farthest game they've traveled to play this year, Watertown. The next farthest they traveled to play is
probably Brandon or Harrisburg.
yeah. Oh, yeah. They did Brandon. They did Watertown, Harrisburg, O'Gorman, and Sioux Falls Christian. So
Wow. Their bus driver is not getting much overtime or much work at all.
no, and I've noticed that, especially in soccer, when you only have a dozen or so games. And Titan volleyball, well, like I said earlier, they're on the road today to Sioux Falls, Washington, but this weekend they play in the Spearfish tournament, so they'll be traveling out to Rapid and stay. I would assume they're staying overnight. Maybe they're coming back the same day.
Is it so? It's just a one-day tournament in Spearfish?
Yes, they played.
Is that Saturday?
Yeah, I believe they play 2 games. Oh, Lincoln trips. That was number 11, Salmonsi David.
that pesky 35-yard line just kind of reached out and grabbed his cleat.
Turf monster.
Yeah.
Under 5 minutes, ticking down to 4 minutes to go in this one. Jonathan Howe tries to get his foot on the ball. That's Widenhouse. Referee moving out of the way. Good play by DeGeest to break that up because the Patriots had number 16, Jake Butchart, going to the goal, and they're going to call that on the Titans.
Yeah, that seemed more like a flop to me, but I guess, if you can sell it.
He sold it.
And now he just sold it again.
Wow. And Jonathan Howe saying, can I? Well, I don't know what he's saying.
I was like,
two light touches that are called fouls.
I was going to say, I barely got within 6 inches of him, and he falls down twice.
And Howe just shaking his head now. And so this is a free kick. This is Stamp. He's already got 2. This is well within his range.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is very, very dangerous. And like I said, the wind is maybe a little bit of a factor. They're playing with what little wind there is. But with a player like this, it's always dangerous.
Here goes Stamp, right-footed kicker. He'll take a shot well over the crossbar. Second time he's done that. Hey, if that's a field goal, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a nice 35-yarder that would have been good from about 50.
Just hit that one a little low. So as we tick down under 3 minutes, you'll hear Tommy Tosh announce 2 minutes, 1 minute, and then he'll count down the last 10 seconds. I'll go down, hear what they're saying at halftime, and you will talk to...
Oh, you're going to leave me to talk to her?
Yeah.
No, you can't do that.
Oh, okay.
No, you got to stay.
You're going to give her your headset then?
That's fine.
Okay. I thought you did so good with Mark, and you did so good with...
I know Mark.
With
I don't know her. She's probably be like stranger danger, and not want to talk.
Oh, boy. This is Salmonsi David. He's got number 14 for the Titans.
That's a
Connor
good job by
Case
Brax.
on him, and then Brax Johnson cleans it up. You hear what the fans think about that. He throws it out to Ethan DeGeest. 2 minutes.
Making that decision to come out or not to come out is really tough.
Yeah. This Brady Stamp, the senior, he looks like a really nice player. I wonder if he's planning on playing next level. With
that's
coaching staff at DWU. Maybe he's heading there.
Yeah, just like I've said it before on other broadcasts, I just wish there were more programs for the boys to play out at the next level, and I just feel like there's just too much talent on the field for this to be some of these boys, last season or last game or whatever.
We sent Cooper Hansen, this was a long time ago, on to DWU. Cooper might have played here before we even had sanctioned soccer. But
when it was kind of a club sport?
DWU, we had one of the Hoffman boys go to Mount Mercy, we had another one go to Jamestown.
Yep.
I can't think of anybody else.
Well, I know.
Boys soccer. Delmonico went to Northwestern over in Iowa.
I was going to say he went to Northwestern, and I don't know of anybody.
We had some really good players, but that were better in other sports. Noah Friedel played basketball at SDSU. Mason Ritter was a good soccer player, played basketball at DSU. Justin Hone, great player, fast, played D1 at UC Irvine.
What's he, like 6'5"? He was like 6'5", and was just an absolute stud athlete.
He was only about 6 foot, 6'1".
No, he was taller. He's taller than that.
No, Dalton was his brother was really tall and a really good defender for us.
Maybe he just played like he's 6'5", I guess. I don't know.
He was, he played, got a start point guard last 2 years for UC Irvine.
Yeah.
And all-time steals leader for the Titans. He didn't score 1,000 points, but mainly because he had a lot of guys around him that could score.
Yeah.
Here we go, ticking it down to halftime. Reiners will send one up, and that's going to end it. Jude Bonza tries to head it. And, boy, the Pats almost looked like they gave up on that. Titans didn't give up until the final whistle.
Well, and I think the boys didn't give up. The boys are kind of maybe forcing their hand a little bit, like I said, and making them play. They're just letting them know that they're playoff ready, and they're not just going to lay down for them.
Great first half. I would say, Chris, I don't know what you think, one of the better first halves we've seen out of the Titans this year.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
That didn't seem like 40 minutes.
No.
Probably because it was a lot of fun. We'll see if we get our goalkeeper up here. But 2-1, both off the foot of Brady Stamp. One a long shot. One was just a kind of a corner kick where he had it at a weird angle. And then, of course, the steal and score in a second by Hudson Hedrick. HH, his house.
That's right. Hud's house.
Hud's house. So, yeah, let's If we get our goalkeeper, we'll go back on, but let's take a little break. We'll join you back here in about 7 minutes, 5 minutes. Take a time out. Sioux Falls Lincoln 2, Titans 1, halftime. Welcome back, soccer fans. 2-1, Sioux Falls, Lincoln. Second half getting started now. I went down, checked out the huddle. This is a Titans team that's very much energetic, very much feels like they're in this game, and they are. I know Juve Bonza a little upset. Coach Juergens told him we got to either have the goal or foul on that play that you get. If you get that one in the box again, they're preaching stay off of number 5, Adam Owens. They're saying don't touch him. He goes down every time, or at least don't touch him when he's on their side of the field.
Right. They
are preaching that when Lennox gets a free kick, they're being really fast.
You mean Lincoln, not Lennox.
Oh, Lincoln. Too many L's.
You're projecting, yeah.
Get in front of it because they're going to go quick on those free kicks if there is a foul.
Well, they're just very organized, and that's something that's coached, and that's just, pace of play, and that's just making sure that you're always in the game, even when there is a foul or the ball gets kicked out. They're going to get the ball in quick and try to catch you off guard.
Number 11, Salmansi David, they are saying push him to his right. He doesn't have a right foot. He's only left-footed. We'll keep an eye on that. Assistant coach Gallagher, he wants them to get some air into their shots. He feels the Lincoln goalkeeper is struggling with the balls in the air. So
high ball's tough. High ball can be certain keepers' kryptonite, and like I've said before, you put it on the frame and then make them make a play.
Head coach Juergens, us three, me, you, Chris, and Griff talked about that was a good first half. Coach Juergens called it their best half of soccer of the entire year.
And I would agree. They looked fantastic. And like I said, like I told them before, it's much better to be playing. That'll change your day.
That one went off the face of how referees are going to stop play, and good job by the referee. Now he's stopping the clock. Yeah, because that's a concussion chance there. So just making sure.
He's just making sure his nose isn't broken or his nose isn't bleeding.
That Howe is okay, and it looks like he is, but
that's just a good safe play to get him checked out. It's probably the wise thing to do. But no, I agree that was the best half of soccer that they've played, and like I said before, they'd rather be playing like this in October than playing like this in August. Yeah. So the fact that they've gotten to this point, just hopefully they can kind of keep it going and keep it rolling and bring this energy and bring this pace of play and just their passing and everything that they're doing into the playoffs.
Yeah, Griff made a good point at halftime, said that a lot of things they're trying to set up are working tonight, and they are looking very sound. And it's a good time of the year to do it. Heading into the playoffs after this. Well, it's going to come soon.
Yeah, I think they're just executing. It's the passes with the proper weight and the proper, everything. I think they're looking at, like I said, just trying to put everything together.
Yeah, fun first half.
Oh, there we go again.
And there he is, number 5, and center ref calls it again. And so they literally said that, don't touch him because he's going down every time, and that's 3 for 3.
Yeah, it's like it's preemptively. See, now they're already playing it fast.
Holden Delmonico into the game, senior for T. Now they're going to send it up. This is Gavin Reiners. Can't get the header on it. This is dangerous. And that's going to be, wow. And that happened that quick. They sent it up. It sailed over the head of Reiners right to the Patriots. And they got the header shot at it. If it had been on goal, it would have been a goal. It was number 12, Miles Rolfing. So here come the Titans. Connor Case, top of your screen. He's going to try to find Hull. Loses him for a second. Here comes the Patriots. This is Volpe. Pulls it back, looking around. What great patience, just like you talked about, Chris. And now that is Adam Owens. Didn't fall down that time.
That's good work to get the goal kick.
Good job down there by Whitehouse and Reiners. It'll be a goal kick. Brax Johnson, I told him when I came into the game today, I wanted to see him get a few more goal kicks with that wind on Tuesday night because he was sending them from about the 10-yard line down to the 30 when he would kick them with the wind. And then when he had to turn around in the first half, they were still good even though he was kicking into that strong wind. Case on the throw-in. Got Reiners and Powell back for the Titans. This is Juve Bonza chasing the ball. And Salmansi David, he's that left-footed, like we told you. They don't think he can go right. They're trying to push him right. He gets it back. Here he comes again. That left foot, that's got to be offsides, you would think. And not sure on the call, but goal kick Titans. Trailing this one 2-1. And on the South Dakota Scores app, it has football and it has basketball and it has volleyball. And Juve Bonds just got slapped right in the face, and he goes down at midfield. So Monty David caught him unintentionally with his arm. So Monty David now checking on him. And I think Coach Juergens says, where's the foul? Well, they're stopping play. And Bonza looking like he's in pain. I think Juergens went out and asked, where's the foul? And the referee, I don't know what he told him. Maybe it was intentional. Maybe he didn't see it. But that's two players now in the second half.
And the referee is looking back into that sun. That sun's getting kind of low, and I mean it would be easy to miss, I would think.
Bill Kirkala is going to make his first appearance of the afternoon. What's that?
He's been in already.
Oh, Bill Kirkala's been in? Okay,
Yeah, he played. Yep, he played earlier.
Well, I'm sorry, Bill. I always like seeing Bill go in because he's improved so much. So I like seeing him get chances. He almost had a header there that would have been interesting. He's chasing the ball. Here's Reiners, plays it off his head, trying to get there and keep it in bounds. He does.
Great
for
hustle.
now.
That's unlucky. That's great hustle.
Oh, great job by Raleigh Powell. Get the deflection. And this is Ethan DeGeest, and he knocks it out of bounds. And so the throw in for the Patriots. Owen Duffy, the senior. Ten seniors or more. There might be more. I don't think there is more. The coaches added 4 players on. I'm sure they're JV players, but 10 seniors for the Patriots. Eighth for the Titans. Here's Delmonico. Just trying to find Kirkala, just sends it a little too far. Kirkala chasing all the way to the corner. Keeper is all the way out there. DeGeest tries to get a play on it, and he can't. Now here's Raleigh Powell, midfield. Sends it up. That was Dalen McNelly, junior for the Titans. Case finds McNelly. This is Stamp. 2 goals on the day for him. And Salansi David. Ball's played up. Brax Johnson. Boy. Scary play for him. Full out dive with Lincoln Patriots players zeroing in on him. And so here goes Brax Johnson with the goal kick. It's short for Brax, but not played. It'll be a Lincoln throw in midfield for Owen Duffy. Kirkala and David battling. David pulls it back. Now he's going to drop it. And another drop for the Patriots. So they're going to do this, and then they're going to go and send it really quickly. Watch for another drop here. You're going to find Duffy again. And, yep, they tried to play that one up front. Rolfing was just getting shielded off by Gavin Reiner. Brax Johnson with the goal kick. Bill Kirkala drops back near midfield. And holding Delmonico. This is Hall for the Patriots. Send it upfield. Raleigh Powell, the senior, with the kick. He's going to find another senior holding Delmonico. Almost a handball in there for the Patriots, against the Patriots. David battling with it. Good takeaway, McNelly. Little give and go there, but overpassed. Looking for Delmonico. This is Oplin Sonicson, junior goalkeeper for the Patriots. And guess who went down again?
Can you get an Emmy or an Oscar for high school soccer? Oh, I think he might be cramping this time.
And, yeah, they did call it. So they were going to let it just play through.
They gave him advantage.
And so now the Titans coaches picked up on it and players. Now we're stoppage. But the referee still is maybe getting tricked. And we got a stoppage. And we might be putting some time back on the clock. Maybe not. And we will. 2. So 32 or 31-20?
31-20, Tom.
So put 12 seconds back on there. I don't know if 12 seconds ran off, but okay. Hey, this it was a game last year against the Patriots. The Titans won with 8 seconds left to go. Break a 0-0, I believe, tie on the road. Oh, it was a call on the Patriots. Okay, that was Hudson Hadrick with the free kick. I thought Odins had drawn one. Okay, my mistake. Brax Johnson not knowing where to go. This is Rolfing with the ball. Across over there. It's going to be a handball. Should be a handball. Yep. You're not going to get away with that if it's in the box. Volpe with the handball in the box. So goal kick, Braxton Johnson.
Yeah, it doesn't really hurt to give that a try. If they miss it and you can wind up scoring off of your own handball, it's not like they're going to get not like T's going to get a PK out of it.
Right. And now Johnson finds Ethan DeGeest, one of the Titans captains. He brings it up the field. Hadrick looking for Kirkla, just kicks it out of bounds. And Hadrick said it's off of them. That should be our ball. Referee doesn't agree. Throw in by Duffy. That one is going to roll into the corner and kept alive by Reiners. Reiners looking for Kirkla, finds him. Lincoln kicks it out of bounds. No Juvanza yet. He still is on the end of the bench for the Titans. He got whacked in the face.
Looks like he's ready to roll again.
Oh, and here he comes. You're welcome down there. You're welcome, coaches. Reminding you. No, I'm kidding. They can't hear me. Here's Hadrick battling for the ball. Now Powell steps in there. He can't get it. Stamp leaves it for Rolfing. Rolfing back to Stamp and then kicked out of there by Connor Case. And Delmonico using his weight.
Yeah, that's a good play.
Just gains advantage. He'll throw it in. I think the coaching staff was saying hold it. They wanted to wait. Bonza in for Kirkla. And so we are under 30, close to 29 now. And I guess a foul on the Titans. A lot of fouls on the Titans here. Lincoln goes quick. Big boot there by Olsen. And out of bounds, it might be off Powell. I can't see, the tent was in the way. We see a line change for the Patriots coming in. Holman, Herbolt. There will be others. Hadson misses it. This is McNelly. Junior midfielder, defensive midfielder for the Titans. As we see Jonathan Howe coming back in, or maybe he's just going to the scorer's table. He's the second Titan that got injured this second half. He took a ball to the face. Olson, he sent it up before. Now he's going to find his teammate, number 13, Owen Duffy. Bottom of your screen. Bonza giving chase. Bonza almost with a steal. Be nice to get a steal and a score like Hadrick. You see Bonza just chasing all over the field.
I don't know what the concussion protocol is for high school soccer, but Jonathan Howe still standing with the trainer is a little bit concerning.
Football, it's nice because they'll just take the helmet and then you can tell. And Howe might be getting checked out.
Yeah, she's going to make him do the standing on one foot and
So
watch it, check his eyes and everything else.
Maybe
She's
he
going
did
through
get
the-
up a little wobbly. I mean, getting hit with that soccer ball, that it doesn't take much. It's a heavy
No.
ball.
And it's really, really hard.
Yeah. Reminds me of the time that Titans volleyball coach Jacob Lammers was an assistant at Lincoln. He blew up some of the volleyballs with too much air, and 5 of them ended up popping at night as they sat in the closet. And that was almost a big mistake. You see the Patriots keep playing it back. That about seriously backfired there as Olson
Yeah, that was a good play by him to keep that from getting a lot worse than what it was.
Bonza on the sidelines. He's going to play it up. No one home. I think he was wanting McNally to crash.
Yeah, I believe so too.
Delmonico giving chase. I always feel really smart when I make an observation that you agree with because you're Mr. Soccer. I'm like, I got to make note of that. I'm going to.
Yeah, write that down.
Dawood Toto checks into the game for the Titans.
Substitutions for the Patriots. Number 3, Ben Jensen.
And Jensen and Holman and Herbold and Burchett.
Number 10, Isaac Herbold.
And for the
16,
Titans.
Burkett. And for the Titans, number 5, Dawood Toto.
So 25 and change left to go tonight. There's Toto. You saw him get in early. 2 headers in a row by him. And now Bonza. And Bonza, no call. Play on. Okay. Titans, they'll get a call for them sometime tonight, I think. Connor Case backing up. At some point he's got a step, you would think. And just good job getting it through, but a better job by DeGeese to be in the right place, right time. And Hall, who are they going to give that to? T-Area Titans. And it looks like Howe might have passed the concussion test. There is Juve Bonza, top of your screen. Hall is over there. He's going to play it up to Bonza, still on those sidelines. Bonza, not a lot of places to go. He's got a couple Patriots on him. And it's a drop to Connor Case. He's just going to send it in to Bonza. Bonza drops it
There's
to
a shot.
Weidenhouse.
That's a good shot.
Good shot, good drop by Bonza to get Weidenhouse at least a shot on goal. You hear these coaches saying all the time, we just want shots. Let's just get shots on goal. DeGeest tracking it down, in with Burkett. Burkett now dribbles around, drops it to Stamp. Stamp sends it cross court, across the field to Herbold. Herbold run into the corner. He's going to save it, play it in. Doesn't really have anywhere to go.
They're just very, very patient.
Yes.
And they just kind of wait and just kind of maybe almost kind of lull you to sleep a little bit.
Yes,
and
I was just
try to get you to make a mistake.
I was just thinking the same thing. They lull you to sleep, and then kind of like the Hadrick steal and goal. It's boom.
Yeah.
Here's Toto.
See, your soccer acumen is a lot better than you think. That's it.
And what's the call there? Oh,
He must
free
have
kick
called
Titans. So Hudson Hadrick is going to go take this in a very makeable spot for him. Remember, Coach Gallagher told the team he wanted some shots in the air. He thinks that Sonicson is kind of susceptible to that high ball. And this is into the sun for Sonicson.
Yeah,
So
he's
it'll be
got his
interesting.
hand over his eyes, and there's not really a lot of wind, but this is a dangerous place for Hud. If he can hook this into the upper right corner, that's pretty scary.
And here comes Hedrick. Here is the kick. It's going to be off goal. Oh, what a great play by Sonicson. Great ball by Hedrick. Looking for someone to get in there and get a header on that one. That one's sent
trouble.
upfield by Sonicson. Look at Raleigh Powell just shielding him.
Yep, that's a great play.
Johnson can get the save.
Get in his way and slow him down enough to let Brax get out and get it.
22.5 to play. 2-1 Patriots, both off the foot of Brady's stamp. Titans' goal was a steal and score by Hudson Hedrick. And Bonzo's just going to get in there a little too late, cleaned up by Sonicson.
Yeah, you can hear the fans yelling, "Keep it up," and that's exactly right. I think that the energy that they brought the first half is carrying over to the second half. And again, I think this is some of the best soccer I've seen them play.
So we're going to get to the playoffs. Here's what we're going to have as we see two players, number 5, Odens, and number 13, Duffy, two active players for the Patriots. We're going to see something like a Lincoln Harrisburg, a Rapid City Stevens, Brandon Valley. You're going to maybe have an O'Gorman Sioux Falls Christian match, an 8-9, which would be really fun. I might even go to that one. I'm going to predict they're going to get Sturgis when it's all said and done. Jefferson is going to play Brookings. Aberdeen Central is going to play Rapid City Stevens. Has Lincoln done enough here? You want them to be your favorites for state?
Yeah, I don't see any reason that I don't really see any reason to doubt what they're doing. I think though that the big thing is those top few teams that you mentioned. It's really any given day that they could, that's trouble.
Is that offside?
I don't see it being offside, but that's a very good run on his part. And Brax just standing in there.
Brax Johnson doing Brax Johnson things.
That's just crazy. That ball was an absolutely smoke too.
Fearless. Oh my goodness. Coach Juergens is going to love having him back for another year between the pipes. Great save by Johnson. Now we have a corner kick for the Patriots.
Corner kick Patriots.
And this will be Odens with the corner right to Brax Johnson. He grabs it and will head the other way. If you're going to take Lincoln, I just have to take the team that just really impressed me this year. Lincoln is very impressive today. I'll go head-to-head with you. I'm going to go Aberdeen Central to win the whole thing.
I think that's not a bad way to go.
Over Lincoln.
Yeah,
1-0.
And they are in opposite sides of the bracket as it stands today. So the only time they can face each other would be in the state championship game.
Yeah, Sioux Falls Lincoln 1, Aberdeen Central 2, Jefferson 3, Rapid City Stevens 4, Sioux Falls Washington 5, Yankton 6, Sturgis 7. And 8th seed would be O'Gorman. I'm thinking they're going to get the tiebreaker over Sioux Falls Christian just because of the victory. But if I know South Dakota High School Athletics Association, it's not going to be that simple.
No. And if you haven't seen Jefferson play, Jefferson has some unbelievably talented players.
And
they called a water break. That might have interrupted a
interesting time to call it.
Well, it's halfway through the half, but it's it was on a throw. It was on a throw-in, and it kind of killed their momentum a little bit.
I mean, usually you call a water break when it's a kind of a downtime or a goal kick or something. So interesting to say the least. 19:24 to go, and if they would have told you we're having water breaks on October 2nd, you probably wouldn't have believed them. This is that time of year where you just never know. You get in
100%.
there, get towards the end of football season, and I've told the story of Superintendent Lowry turning around and seeing her standing behind us in the press box. And I instantly thought, oh, no, what did I say this time? And she said, I hope you guys don't mind. It's a lot warmer up here. By all means. By all means. 2-1. This was scoreless for only about 11 minutes before Stamp. He'd missed two. He'd missed a couple of headers. I don't want to say missed, but he didn't put them in. He was close to putting them in, and I was talking about that. And right after I was talking about it, he contorted his body and made a a really tough shot. And then he made another one, both on the right side of the net. Not much room to spare, if any. Titans answered in a shocker. Hudson Hadrick picked one of the Patriots' pockets and blasted it from about 35 yards out, if not more.
Yeah, we've had some definite highlight reel goals.
So it was 1-0 Patriots, and it was tied at 1, and then the Patriots, not too long after that. That was all right, somewhat close to each other in that 26 to 29-minute mark, all 3 goals. And then we've been, I don't want to say silent since, because it has been really good soccer, but not much has happened since. Water break over. Jonathan Howe's day looks like it's probably over for him as he stands behind the bench.
I don't think anybody is going to be any more disappointed than he is, and it didn't seem like it was much, but when you start talking about getting hit in the head, it doesn't really take much.
Yeah. And if there's a side to err on, the side of caution is the way to go. So he will. This won't be his last game. This might be his last home game. See how things shake out. The coaches told me they thought if they could at least get a tie, that would be good to possibly move them up.
Well, and that's kind of what I was talking about earlier. I don't really think that it takes a win for the coaches to be happy and for the boys to realize that when they play like this and when they play their game and play to the best of their ability, they can play with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we've seen some things that were a little unlucky, like the deflection, the goal on the deflection.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if that ball isn't deflected, I think Brax scoops that up and we're sitting at 1-1.
Totally.
So, I mean, a lot of things happen throughout the course of a game. And like I said, any given day, any of these teams, when they're playing their game, can beat any other.
Great job by Weidenhouse. Take it away.
Yeah, that was really a good play.
I'm sorry, McNelly, not Weidenhouse.
Nope, that was him. That was him over here that took it away initially.
Okay, it was.
Yep, you were right.
Why do I doubt myself?
Yeah, I don't know.
Here are the Patriots. Falls down, gets back up. Little extracurriculars, top of the screen. That was number 10, Isaac Herbold on Connor Case. Brax Johnson backs up into the box.
I like how he's playing out of the box and getting ready for those plays and just backs back in and scoops it when he has a chance, but he's there to play it out if he needs to.
Very aggressive, usually is in the right spot. The goal off the deflection, he was in the right spot, but he didn't know it was going to get deflected.
That's going to be an easy one.
Whoa, whoa! Oh, my goodness.
Oh, well, this one's going to be. This
is
one might
going to be a
problem.
yellow or a red.
I think it's going to be a foul on
Reiners,
but then the extracurricular,
extracurricular, okay, if you're going to give Reiners one, you've got to give one to the Patriots as well for all the
pushing
monkey
and
business
shoving
afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just basically telling him, you need to go out.
And nothing on
nothing
Lincoln.
for Lincoln.
For Isaac Herbold, that was, after the play was over, looked like he was throwing hands.
Yeah, he was like pushing him and shoving him.
Well, his own coach is getting him
that.
out of there. Coach Nelson has taken him out, probably for good reason, just to cool him down a little bit. But I don't know that I've seen a play like that where the player retaliates and then doesn't get anything. You see Coach Nelson just talking.
But it was just, I mean, I feel like it was just a good aggressive play. And, yeah, maybe he did run into him because, I mean, the game's going very, very fast. But I don't think it warrants the reaction that he got or that he the way he acted.
And not and we try not to be homers, but we've seen Reiners play all year. We've never seen him do anything dirty.
No, he's the last thing he is a dirty player.
Yeah,
he just plays hard and just gives it everything he has. And like I said, when you're moving at that speed, you're gonna have some collisions that are unfortunate. But yeah, I don't know.
Coach Nelson still talking to Herbold. He might be more upset than the referee was.
Well, I think you're right, though, that you don't want him making a play at the other end of the field that might cost him a PK or put him in a tough situation. And granted, I don't really know if it matters a ton if they win or lose this game or not. For maintaining the number 1 seed, but you definitely want to kind of go into the playoffs, on a winning note. And
you don't want to start at 10v11.
No, that's the whole thing too. Yeah, if he gets a red card, then he has to miss the first round of the playoffs.
And they don't get to replace him, correct?
No, they do get.
They do get to replace him next game.
Yeah,
they don't get to replace him this game.
Correct. They won't. He wouldn't get a sub for this game, so they'd be playing with 10. But then in the playoffs, when you really want to win, you would not have his services. So
Reiner's back in. It'll be interesting post game to talk to Coach Juergens on what he saw there. But this one in the box. There's Delmonico. Remember, Sonicson shielding his eyes. Wish Bonza could have got more on that. That's all he was able to get on that. But Sonicson shielding his eyes, and he's just going to send it out of bounds near midfield. News is still here. I'm guessing that's Dakota News now. Usually they park right up by the building, and so you can tell who it is. But he's got some good. That little scuffle just happened right in front of him too. Remember,
right.
That might be interesting to see what he got on tape.
I was at a soccer game and an MMA fight broke out.
I've seen some things. I don't think I thought that was almost going to turn into a fight, like a hockey fight, and I don't know if I've ever seen that.
No, I had. Oh, there's another little clip there that it might be getting a little bit chippy because I mean, both of these teams are competitive, and I think I'm not going to say that Lincoln underestimated the boys, but
sure,
the boys are not backing down, and I think that's fantastic that they're showing that they're not afraid of them, and they're going to give them everything that they have, and I think at the end of the day, as a coach, that's all you're really looking for anyway.
I don't think if the Titans do go on 15.5 to go, if they do go on to lose this, if you can be mad. Hudson Holman. Oh, great save, Brax Johnson. That was a tough shot, too.
Yeah, like I said, their patience and stuff is really kind of, I think, their strong suit, and the fact that they just seem like they always know where each other are.
Yep, there is the kick by Johnson. Going to sail to midfield. That's Bill Kirkla, just misses the header. And plays it back, and now taken away. And here come the Patriots. Ball played up to number 16, Jake Burkett. And then knocked out of bounds. Into the game comes Brady Stamp. 17 goals on the season, 2 for this game. And the second one has been the difference thus far. 14.5 to go as we are getting down to that mark where the Titans might be getting a little desperate in 5 minutes or so. See who that's off of. They're going to call that a corner kick. They do. They say it was off of the Titans.
Yeah, they haven't really had a lot of organized set pieces they haven't had a lot of success on the set pieces and stuff, but I think that's a good play. But so I think that's something that I think that they're going to need in the playoffs.
Here we go. Case on defense. Dropped to number 8, Hilmo.
And Griff made a great point. I'm not really sure because the boys aren't backing down, because they're not playing scared of them in any way, and they are playing a little bit physical with them and trying to knock them off the ball and play their game just like that. And I don't know if that shouldn't be a foul. But I think that could be something that could be getting into Lincoln's head a little bit too. Is I don't know if anybody's ever really stood up to him like this.
Yeah.
Both from a physical standpoint and a speed standpoint and an aggression standpoint, and they wanted to foul on that one and didn't get it, and now it's going to be a throw-in because it was off Lincoln.
It would be nice to see the foul count in soccer like they have in basketball, just so you can. Poor basketball referees, they got to put it up on the screen, and if you call rightly so or not, you call 5 fouls for Team A and none for Team B, you're going to hear about it from the fans and the coaches. And here comes Lincoln once again. That's a nice ball in. Here comes Brax Johnson, though, and to kick it out of bounds.
That one is in the parking lot. You can pick that one up next to your car.
This is not free.
A fine souvenir for somebody. Just kidding. No, bring it back.
12.5. Here comes the Patriots. I believe that's Samansi David, active player for them. He hits the turf, upset with how that one turned out.
Goal kick Titans.
It's going to be a Brax Johnson goal kick.
Substitutions for the Patriots.
Hall back into the game for the Titans. For the Patriots, number 10, Herbold, and 12, Rolfing.
Number 18, Will.
A little over 12 minutes left. I love what I'm seeing from the Titans, and I think that if they just need to keep after it and just try to create some dangerous situations and try to get themselves a goal. A 2-2 tie in this game, to me, would be a win for the boys.
Yes, absolutely. And maybe try to get a foul. He's calling the fouls, not really the Titans' way, so maybe try to get a foul down on your end, get a free kick. They've already got a couple.
Yeah, I don't know if they have acting school at Lincoln. I don't think T offers acting school, but that's dangerous.
That's going to miss.
That's off the post.
Off the post. I didn't even think it was going to be that close. If that is on inside the post, that's a goal. That was a great kick.
Goal kick Titans.
Yeah, the
I believe
boys are talking about it now. Like
Tate
they
Stamp.
continue to communicate.
Substitution for the Titans. Number 5, Haywood Toto.
Toto back into the game for the Titans. And one thing about David Toto is he doesn't let up. He's going to go 100 miles an hour out there. There's someone, a birthday. We see balloons and flowers in the stand. Is it your birthday, Chris?
I think that's for senior night for the girls. My man.
Okay.
No, I have a birthday coming, but it's not one that's going to be celebrated. I promise you that.
Grant Olson, number 2, when we were coming up from the field, his parents were yelling at him for Lincoln and telling him they've got a fan club there for him. And that's out of bounds. That should be Titan ball unless they're going to call a foul.
I think they called the foul.
And so
the referee is trying to get the boys to settle down, and I think it should be the exact opposite. I think they should just keep it going.
Free kick. This will be very top of your screen, 20 yards out from the goal.
Stamp again.
And Stamp looking for that hat trick. He's been close. He's had probably
That's
4
a really
shots
good ball.
close.
Is that his brother?
No, his brother's 14.
Oh, 14. Okay. Oh, this is the 10 is the one that was getting into the
Goal kick Titans.
13 is
MMA
definitely
battle.
Yeah. And 10, you'll notice they put him on the bottom this time on the right side before he stops and maybe trying to keep him away from Reiners, but Reiners is on the right side too.
Yeah, I don't think that's probably playing into it. I think that, the conversation with the coach and the time he had on the sideline to kind of reflect and think about the situation. And, like I said, that's just good coaching, getting him out of there before he costs himself or costs the team in the next match. Wow,
what a great play. Connor Case. David had been showing some nice footwork. Now he finds Delmonico up the field. Delmonico.
Yeah, he was doing some fancy dancing. I haven't seen dancing like that since you were in prom.
They asked me today in class if
boy.
Oh, boy. Someone's going to have to clean that up. Great job. Is that McNelly or Wiedenhouse? No, that's Nathan Hall. Saves the goal for the Titans.
That's still great hustle and by both teams. I mean, they're just giving it everything, and that's, like I said, that's just a very, very aggressive play and physical play, and we got a little bit lucky on that one.
Yeah, McNelly, and then number 3, Cade Eimers, a sophomore. We haven't seen Cade Eimers yet today. First, a corner kick from the Patriots. That one's going to be headed over the goal kick Titans. Here come the subs for the Titans.
Yeah, they've done a really, really good job of bottling up our offense for the most part, and I think that they've really focused on Juve, and I think anybody that's coached anywhere ever is always looking at that best player on the team and trying to make sure that that person doesn't beat you. Let somebody else beat you, but that he's not going to beat you.
Yeah, we saw him shadowed against O'Gorman much of the game, and it's got to be frustrating for him, but that's what's going to happen when you're going to score hat tricks and you're going to score that many goals. Is that off the Titans?
Yeah, that's going to be deflected. That's still a good play because he was in a dangerous position again, and now he's back in his spot where he was a little bit ago.
Under 8 minutes to go. Throw in for
it's a good ball.
Patriots.
That's
just
a really good play.
The head of Herbold.
Yeah,
and this one has been played.
Nobody home.
On the right side of the field, pretty much the whole second half.
Yeah.
This one, nice ball by the goalkeeper. No handball by David there. DeGeest battling
That's a
him.
really good job.
Coach Jurgens, hands up on the sidelines.
Wondering where there was a foul, and the referee says, what foul? That's a good ball. Oh, bad
Love to see
touch.
Eimers dump that to Hadrick, breaking in on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah. But again, they're just kind of getting a little bit unlucky. I'd like to see them put some more pressure on their defense and be a little more dangerous and try to get some more through balls. But they've been just having to play so much defense because Lincoln just keeps coming.
Oh, great
coming,
job.
Coming.
Yes, Reiners.
Reiners is a beast.
Gavin Reiners, number 21 for the Titans. He'll be missed next year along with
For sure. But you can imagine, though.
Sidekick,
Yeah, but
Powell.
you can imagine, though, playing against Gavin and how he plays, how fast he plays, how physical he plays, how aggressive he is, and doing it with a smile on his face.
Yeah.
Would just probably tend to make you angry, I guess. And when he comes in hard and you don't know him, as a person, maybe you would think that he's doing it intentionally, but I don't think he's ever gone in intentionally on
Haven't
somebody
seen
like that. Nope, never seen it either.
Number 19,
I just love the intensity and love what he brings to the back line.
Yeah, I agree. Sadi checks in. Just under 6 minutes to go. So now, if it gets under 5 minutes, the clock has to be stopped for a substitution. Couple headers. Oh, great job by DeGeest.
Oh boy.
And that one's knocked up in the air, headed out of there
Boy, that's
by Raleigh Powell.
great
Saved a
defense
goal.
again. Yep, great defense again.
Oh, how heady. The heady header by Powell. Under 5:30 to go. Throw in Patriots.
We've seen some pretty special plays in this game, both offensively and defensively, which is really cool. That's trouble.
Uh-oh. Still
That's good defense. That's going to be a goal kick. Yep, that's awesome.
job,
That's
Reiners.
a great job.
And the crew. The game that stands out to me is the Watertown game. It ended 0-0, but that was a really fun game to watch. This one ranks right up there with it. Win or lose or tie.
Yeah, like I said, I just think that this is a game that you can really build off of if you're the boys, and and give you something to show, and just say this is, if we play like this, then we can beat anybody.
Yeah.
Because they've been in this game the whole time, and they got a little unlucky on the deflected goal by Stamp, and it's outside of that, it's been very, very well played both ways. You could say he's put his stamp on the game for sure.
He has for sure. Raleigh Powell, nice ball to McNally, tries to play it up, taken it back again by the Patriots. This is Hall.
Yeah, that's just
fighting
those
for the
unlucky
ball.
passes that we've kind of seen in the past that you just can't get the passes to connect the way you'd like, and that's just good defense again.
So you see number 10 over there, Hairbolt. Is he taking that to the corner, just trying to buy some time, or
I
what's
wouldn't
the
think
plan
so.
there?
I think it's too soon in the game, and if you think about it, they've really kind of controlled. The ball has not been on T's offensive half very
Brax
much
Johnson.
this half, and I think it's part of it is the subbing that Lincoln has done, and bringing in players where you don't see the level of play dip, and they're just very, very deep.
Yeah, the fans are upset at Brax Johnson for not kicking, but the referee now he blows it again. This time T gets the call.
Yeah, he just kind of came in from the side and just kind of knocked him off the ball before the ball ever got there. Wasn't really playing the ball, but again, nothing hurt. You can take advantage of that, and if you get a foul call, it's not like you're getting a PK out of it or anything.
Right. Hadrick with the free kick, quite a ways out. Now this is Raleigh Powell with it. He'll find McNally. McNally really nowhere to go. Off of the Patriots. Throw in Titans. It's getting down to that time, under 3 minutes. And now you hear Weidenhouse comes on, and you heard his coach say, hurry. Let's go. 2:39 to go. And just a two-handed push. Did they see it? They saw it. They saw the two-handed extended push. We saw it all the way up here.
This is going to be this could be the game. This could be the opportunity of the half right here. He's going to back him up. He's going to ask for 10 yards because they've got to stand back.
And he's going to, and I don't think they did that last time. He's saying right here is where you're going to be. And the Patriot, you know, you see Stamp kind of arguing that, maybe just to kill some of the clock. This is going to be the Titans' best shot. Hadrick just kicks it in.
2 minutes remaining.
Just kind of kicked it into the wall there.
Yeah.
I don't think that's probably what he was trying to do.
No, I thought he was going to get some air underneath that. The throw in by Case.
That's into the
The
box.
header.
That's dangerous.
Still dangerous. DeGeest is not going to get there. David is going to get the ball. Try to take it up
That's good
the near
hustle.
sidelines.
You wanna
Reiners.
keep it on this half, one way or the other, and create something dangerous.
And you're trying to find where Hadrick is.
Oh,
That's just a shot maybe too early by McNelly.
yeah. That might
90
have been a little bit
seconds
of a
to go.
panic, not knowing where to go with the ball, and just kind of not having really an option.
Got his left foot on it. And that's going to be a tough play. As we tick down close to a minute to go. And, boy, if he puts that on goal, it might bounce over and bounce in. Oh, good job by Brax Johnson just to run it down. As the Titans now
1 minute.
hurting for time. 1 minute to go. Nice header by McNelly, but out of bounds. I expect the Patriots to take their time on this throw in. They will. Under a minute to go. And I'll throw it in. Connor Case, the header to McNelly. He heads it. It's going to be out of bounds. Now it is. And then saved. 30 seconds. Case, the header. Here is McNelly. The Titans just trying to get something going here. There's Powell. Might as well take a shot. Blocked. And this is all the Patriots want to do now is play it down to the flags as we're under 20 seconds to go. Titans looking to lose their second straight one-goal game, 10 seconds to go, and that's probably going to do it.
That's going to do it. That's going to be out in the parking lot. That's unfortunate, but the boys got a lot to build on. It was a great game, a very well-played game both ways. Saw some luck, saw some good luck, some bad luck. Most of the bad luck was on our end, and the good luck was on their end. But
all the goals were right within that 26 to 29-minute window in the first half. 2 by Stamp, 1 by the Titans, Hudson Hadrick. The Stamp second goal, the deflection, the accidental goal is going to hold up, and the News stayed out here the whole time. Good for him.
Yeah, and we raised their average goals against.
Yeah,
by putting one on them.
Yeah, and they averaged 4. They only scored half that today.
That's right.
So.
We held them to half, and we scored almost double what they're giving up.
Good game for the Titans. Good game for the Patriots, and so they will both move on. We know the Patriots will have that 1 seed. We don't know where the Titans will be, but it'll be probably top 11 for sure.
Yeah, stay tuned for that.
Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots will win this one and move to 12, 1-1, and the Titans will fall. In this one, we will stick with it. We will show you senior night here, and we will let you listen to Tom Tosh. Sioux Falls Lincoln 2, Titans 1.
Heidi Hofer is the daughter of Simon and Sharon Hofer. Her future plans are to either attend SDSU or the University of Hawaii. Her favorite high school memory is the bus rides with the music. Sage Hoffman, daughter of Karen and Robert Hoffman. Her future plans are to attend Iowa Community College, majoring in accounting, and will also play soccer. Sage's favorite high school memory is before games when listening to music and when Mackenzie does everyone's hair. Olivia Johnson is the daughter of Andrew Johnson and Julie Stoley. Her future plans are to go to school for nursing. Her favorite high school memory is coming home from away games and blasting music with the team. Zoe Kreidler, daughter of Lana Quorum and Lane Syme. Her future plans are to attend USD and major in conservation biology. Zoe's favorite high school memory is winning state soccer 2 years in a row and getting rings. Piper McKinney, daughter of Amy and Mike McKinney. Her future plans are to attend Southeast Tech and major in sonography program. Piper's favorite high school memory is winning state her freshman and sophomore year. Grecia Saavedra is the daughter of Timo Saavedra and Heidi Nadarino. Her future plans are to become a nurse practitioner. Grecia's favorite high school memory is team dinners with everyone. Evelyn Thompson, daughter of Amy and Eric Thompson. Her future plans are to go to school for dental hygiene. Evelyn's favorite high school memory is winning state back-to-back or homecoming this year. Mackenzie Thompson is the daughter of Ryan and Jen Thompson. Her future plans are to major in nursing and to become a nurse practitioner. Mackenzie's favorite high school memory is winning back-to-back state championships. And finally, Emma Watson, daughter of Becky Johnson and Mike Watson. Her future plans are to attend college. And her favorite high school memory is the team meals. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, our senior girls soccer players and their parents. Big thank you to all, and best of luck in whatever the future holds.